I am Dr. Samuel George, the chairman Emmanuel is a group of institutions, as well as I am the principal of Global College of Allied Health Science and Emmanuel Arcer College of Allied Health Science. Today I am going to give the lecture about the pancreas. Pancreas is a vital organ, it's a very important organ which is mainly concerned with the protein digestion and the hormone secretion. A main important hormone, it's called insulin, to control the blood sugar level. The various important factors are there. We can start with the location. The location, it's located in the upper abdomen. It is situated in the curve of duodenum, first, second, third part of the duodenum. Pancreas is an elongated organ, almost 15 centimeter long, almost 60 grams. Weight is almost 60 grams. It is situated retroperitoneally, kept retroperitoneally, that is behind the peritoneum. In the epigastric and left hypochondrium is covering almost epigastrium and left hypochondrium. This is having three parts: head, body and tail. Head of the pancreas is situated in the curve of duodenum, that is in between first, second, third part of duodenum, and followed with the body. The tail end will reach the spleen. This is the parts of the pancreas. Pancreas is secreting enzymes to digest the protein and secreting insulin to control the blood sugar, that main part of the carbohydrate metabolism. The pancreas is a double functioning organ, both exocrine and endocrine cells. It has both exocrine and endocrine cells. The portion of pancreas which subserves exocrine function comprises secretory acini. It's having secretory acini and duct cells that secrete pancreatic juice. The pancreatic juice is discharged from the apex of the cells into the lumen of pancreatic duct. We are following Dr. A.K. Jain's Anatomy and Physiology book. That is very interesting and very useful for you. You have to follow that. The secretory acini, I am going to show the picture. The secretory acini, the duct cells of pancreas. You have to draw the diagram as well as take it as an assignment, and while coming back to the college you have to draw the diagram and prepare the short notes and essay questions, everything. The lumen of the pancreatic juice discharged from the apex of the cells into the lumen of the pancreatic duct. Pancreatic juice passes via intercalated and excretory ducts to the collected by two ducts. The pancreatic juice passes via intercalated and excretory ducts to be collected by two ducts, namely duct of Wirsung and the duct of San Rooney. The duct of Wirsung and the duct of San Rooney. Duct of Wirsung is the single major pancreatic duct. It's a big duct, single major pancreatic duct, formed by joining of small intercalated and excretory ducts. Intercalated and excretory ducts are continuously, they are draining into this duct of Wirsung. The duct joins the common bile duct to form the ampulla of Vater. There is a structure, ampulla. It's a global round structure, almost round structure. Almost, we can say it's oval also. It's ampulla of Vater. Vator, ampulla of Vater. The bile duct and the pancreatic ducts both are joining together in the ampulla of Vater. The ampulla of Vater is guarded by a sphincter that is called sphincter of Oddi. Sphincter of Oddi. This ampulla of Vater is situated in the second part of the duodenum. Second part of the duodenum. The ampulla of Vater is situated in the second part of the duodenum. Yes. Then the duct of San Rooney is the accessory pancreatic duct. It's a secondary accessory pancreatic, which also open into the duodenum 2 centimeter proximal to the ampulla of Vater. 2 centimeter proximal to the ampulla of Vater. Very easy to draw and understand this diagram, which is revealing, which is showing the first, second, third part of duodenum, the head of pancreas situated in the curve, that ampulla of Vater which is situated in the second part of the duodenum, the pancreatic duct and the bile duct are joining in the ampulla of Vater. The ampulla of Vater contains the sphincter of Oddi, which are all kept in the second part of the duodenum. I am going to show that diagram. It's a very important picture. Note it down, this picture. Okay? The same book. Very, very important. Then, so mainly we are going to see about the cells, the type of cells. The endocrine cells, beta cells, this is a main factor, important cell in the pancreas. This islets of Langerhans. The Langerhans cells, the islets of Langerhans. The duct of San Rooney is the axial pancreas, which also opened into the duodenum 2 centimeter proximal to our ampulla of Vater, 2 centimeter proximal to the portion of the gland which secretes endocrine functions, subserves the endocrine function. It's called islets of Langerhans, which forms internal secretions, hormones. Insulin is the main hormone secreted by these islets of Langerhans, as well as glucagon. So this is also very important. Glucagon. What are all the functions of insulin and glucagon? That we have to see in the metabolism. Metabolism of carbohydrate and lipids and protein. We have to be thorough with that. It's a separate subject. The nerve supply to the pancreas is governed by vagus nerve, the 10th cranial nerve. Preganglionic vagal fibers synapse with ganglionic cells embedded in the pancreatic tissue. The preganglionic fibers synapse with the ganglionic cells. Ganglion is there, preganglionic fiber coming and synapse joining with the ganglionic cells. That ganglionic cells are isolated, situated in the pancreatic tissue, embedded, seeded, we can say, seeded, embedded in the pancreatic tissue. The postganglionic fibers innervate both acinar cells and smooth muscles of the duct. The postganglionic fibers, that means the fibers arising from the ganglion, the preganglionic fibers coming and snaps with the ganglionic cells, and the postganglionic, after the ganglion, the fiber, the postganglionic fibers innervate both acinar cells and smooth muscles of the duct. Vagal stimulation increases pancreatic juice secretion. Composition and function of pancreatic juice, that's very important. Per day, the secretion is 1200 ml to 1500 ml, which is transparent, colorless fluid. The specific gravity 1010, ever remember, to 1018 to 1018. The pH 7.8. The pH 7.8 to 8.4. Easy to remember. 7.8 to, then put the 8 again, 8.4. So alkaline which is alkaline in nature due to the bicarbonate concentration. This juice is having lot of bicarbonate. The bicarbonate concentration only is making it as alkaline. The pancreatic juice along with alkaline bile neutralizes the gastric acid. With the help of the bile and the pancreatic juice, the gastric acid, that is hydrochloric acid, which will be neutralized. The gastric acid will be neutralized by the pancreatic juice. Useful in raising the pH of the duodenal contents. The pH of the duodenal contents should be raised. It should be in the alkaline side. The pH, this will be useful for raising the pH of the contents. pH of the duodenal contents. Electrolytes. What are all the electrolytes available? The cations are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, zinc. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, zinc. Anions are bicarbonate, chlorides, sulfates. Bicarbonate, chloride, sulfates, etc. Enzyme secreted by acinar cells. What are all the enzymes secreted by acinar cells? Pancreatic alpha amylase 1. Pancreatic alpha amylase, which splits and digests starch. So mainly concerned with the carbohydrate metabolism, both boiled and unboiled starch. Pancreatic amylase is useful to split and digest starch, both boiled and unboiled starch. The starch will be changed into maltose. Second one, pancreatic lipase, that is mainly concerned with the fat metabolism. Pancreatic lipase hydrolyzes neutral fat to glycerol. Pancreatic lipase hydrolyzes neutral fat to glycerol and fatty acids. Glycerol and fatty acids. The activity is greatly increased by bile salt. Pancreatic proteolytic enzymes. One is concerned with carbohydrate. Next is concerned with lipid, fat. Third one is concerned with proteolytic. The pancreatic proteolytic enzymes, very important, maybe a short note also. Pancreatic proteolytic enzymes are powerful protein splitting enzymes. Pancreatic juice are secreted as inactive proenzymes. Pancreatic juice, this secreting this proteolytic enzymes in a inactive form. The trypsinogen. The trypsinogen is inactive. then trypsinogen will be changed into trypsin by the action of enterokinase. Enterokinase will be changing trypsinogen, inactive form of trypsinogen into active trypsin. Again, the trypsin itself will convert trypsinogen to trypsin. Trypsinogen hydrolyzes protein to small polypeptides. That is, splitting into the proteins are splitted into polypeptides, small polypeptides. Chymotrypsinogen is an inactive form because the activity of trypsin, it will be changed into chymotrypsin. Chymotrypsinogen digests protein to small polypeptides. Chymotrypsinogen will be changing into chymotrypsin. Chymotrypsin is an active form which is transformed to chymotrypsin by the action of trypsin. So main factors. Chymotrypsinogen digests protein to smaller polypeptides. Regulation of secretion of pancreatic juice. How it's been regulated? The nervous regulation and hormonal regulation. It is having two types of regulations. Vagal nerve stimulation will causing stimulation of the pancreas to secrete pancreatic juice. The 10th nerve, 10th cranial nerve. After having the food, after ingestion of food, there is increase in pancreatic juice secretion, which lasts for almost 14 hours, 6 to 14 hours. Peak secretion occurs during second to third hour. Peak secretion occurs in the second to third hour. Reflex stimulation of vagus nerve causes increase in pancreatic juice secretion. This is seen with conditional reflexes and unconditional reflexes. The conditional reflexes are sight and smell. The unconditional reflexes are chewing and swallowing of food. It's very important. These reflexes will stimulate the vagus nerve. Vagus effect is mediated by release of acetylcholine. The neural transmitter what the body is using is acetylcholine. The humoral regulation, two gastrointestinal tract hormones, secretin and cholecystokinin, pancreozymin. Secretin and cholecystokinin, pancreozymin, CCKPZ. On liberation into portal venous blood via systemic circulation, reaches pancreas tissue to stimulate the secretion of pancreatic juice. It will be released in the portal circulation through the blood vessels. It will reach the tissue and stimulate the pancreas to secrete the pancreatic juice. This is humoral regulation. Bifurcate, recollected. That's very, 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 very important. Role of secretin. Secretin was the first hormone to be discovered. It produced by argentophil cells in the crypts of mucosa of upper part of small intestine, duodenum and jejunum. It is secreted by prosecretin inactive, which gets converted by gastric acid into secretin, which is active. The secretin was the first hormone to be discovered. What they have discovered, initially they have discovered secretin, which is produced by argentophil cells in the crypts of mucosa. The crypts means, just imagine it as depressions, sulci we can say. Crypts of mucosa of upper part of small intestine, the mucosa of upper part of small intestine and duodenum and jejunum. It is secreted as prosecretin, which is inactive, which gets converted by gastric hydrochloric acid into secretin, which is active. It acts on the duct cells of pancreas to produce a flow of alkaline watery pancreatic juice, which act on the duct cells of the pancreas to secrete a watery alkaline pancreatic. However, it is poor in enzymes. It is produced by Argentrophina cells in the crypts of mucosa, upper part of the small intestine, duodenum and jejunum. It is secreted as prosecretin, which is inactive, which gets converted by gastric hydrochloric acid into secretin, which is active. Role of cholecystokinin pancreozymin CCKP is that, what is the role? Cholecystokinin pancreozymin produced by glandular mucosal cells of upper portion of small intestine, duodenum and jejunum. Upper portion of small intestine, duodenum and jejunum. It causes contraction of gallbladder to release the bile and also act on the acinar cells of the pancreas to cause secretion of the pancreatic juice rich in enzymes, which is stimulating the gallbladder to secrete bile, as well as stimulating the pancreatic tissue to secrete pancreatic juice rich in enzymes. It increases the secretion of endocrinos, enteropeptidase from duodenum. May also increase the motility of small and large intestine. Also increase the motility of the small and large intestine. It produces trophic effects, which means increase the growth of the pancreas. Increase growth on pancreas, trophic effect on pancreas. That means it will increase the growth. Important notes. Each hormone secreted in CCKP set potentiate the action of other. Each one is potentiating that increasing the activity of the other one. Both secretin and pancreozymin delay gastric emptying. It will delay the gastric emptying and stimulate secretion of Saccus enricans, what is called Saccus enricans, which is the intestinal juice, like pancreatic juice. It is the Saccus enricans is the intestinal juice, which is the important factor. Important note we have to mention: the secretin and the CCKP, cholecystokinin, pancreozymin, both are delaying the gastric. Otherwise, the proper digestion we won't get. Delay the gastric emptying. The food used to be persisted inside the stomach for a while, and after the proper digestion, it will come to the duodenum. These are all the importance of my children. You have to take it as an assignment and draw diagrams, prepare short notes. While coming back to prepare a essay question, everything with beautiful drawings, by heart everything, recollect everything. Thank you so much. God bless you.